Hey guys, I'm back with another video. It's just so sad. I just want to talk about this Astro World Festival with Travis Scott. I'm so disappointed in him. Like, I'm just so upset right now. Like, 8 people lost their life. All this shit could have been avoided. First of all, the venue was over capacity. I feel like everybody has a responsibility in this situation. The police, number one, the police, Live Nation, whoever everyone, the concert promoters, Travis Scott, everyone, because at the end of the day, if you know, they were supposed to hire trained security guards. These security guards was not trained. A lot of security guards are speaking out saying that they just applied for the job. They heard that they was paying $17 an hour, and they just showed up, and the people hired them on the spot and just gave them a vest to put on. Didn't give them no type of weapon. They didn't even ask for ID. They didn't ask for like a security license. They just hired all these random people that wasn't even trained for this situation. You feel what I'm saying? I just feel like, most importantly, I feel like it's Travis's fault, Travis Scott's fault, because it seemed like he incite riots. He just have that demonic look about him. Like, his music is so demonized, it's so demonic, it's so satanic. Like, it's just Satan. Like, I just feel like he knew what was going to happen. He let that shit go down. I just feel so bad for all the, concert goers, everybody that lost their life, all the family members of the victims that lost their life. I'm so saddened to hear about this little boy, I think they said he was 8 or 9 years old. He's comatose. They basically said he's brain dead with no brain function at all. Like, his father had fell out. He fainted in a crowd. And then that's when the little boy must have got stepped on. You know what I'm saying? It's just so sad to hear about this. And it's basically like, so the little boy is in a coma, fighting for his life. But they're basically saying there's no like brain function at all. So he's basically brain dead, like a vegetable. It's sad, people went there to have fun, to enjoy themselves, and, was treated like that. They got stepped on, pushed. People were saying it was so like hot in there, it felt like hell. They call it like a mosh pit or something like that. Like, I don't know, just me. If I seen like some shit like that, I wouldn't even have went inside of it. You basically in the mouth of Travis Scott's skeleton, and it's like a pit. They call it the mosh pit. It just looked just so demonized. It just looks so scary and demonic. Like, I'm just so saddened to hear about all these lives lost, just because they wanted to go to a concert and have fun, because of all these crazy fans, for number one, pushing to get to the front. It's just crazy. They said that it was already hectic from earlier during that day. I seen a video of like them Travis Scott crazy fans like jumping through the gates, and I guess they didn't want to pay to get in. They was like bum rushing the gates and just jumping over the gates and shit and letting themselves in, and it was just crazy. Like, earlier during that day, the police and the security didn't have it under control, so they should have had shut that concert down anyway, because they said that they hired they had a lot of police, and they had a lot of security detail as well, but they was not trained for that type of crowd. That was over 50,000 people, guys. Like, that venue was too packed. It was too crowded. Instead of like Ticketmaster or whoever, the concert promoters, they should have like, once they reached a limit, they should have stopped accepting people money. Instead of being so like money hungry and greedy for money, they should have said that no, it was crowded, so they not giving out, they not nobody else can buy a ticket. Like, it's sold out. The concert's supposed to have been sold out once it reached the limit. But they were so pressed for money, so money hungry, you know what I'm saying, that they was just worrying about like getting paid. They didn't care that, you know, people was going to be smushed and stepped on, and it was basically going to be a stampede. And they said before Travis Scott, he performed a few years ago in 2017, and he was inciting rages and riots, and he was doing rituals then. And they said a young man had got stepped on, or however, his bones was crushed, and he's suing Travis Scott now. Like his legs, his arms, everything was broken. But he survived, thank God. But, you know, 8 people didn't